Hello, today's March 10th, Wednesday. We are halfway through the first week of last trimester. Things are moving pretty quick. For self-start today, students will be doing one of two things. Some students did the pizza questions yesterday, so they were done. So those students will be doing a quizzes self-start. The ones that did not do the pizza questions from yesterday, you'll be doing those for your self-start today. So it just depends on which one you were here for. So I'm going to go ahead and do this one for pizza restaurant. So pizza restaurants offers 3 different sizes of pizza. A medium has a diameter of 14 inches, a large has a diameter of 16 inches, and an extra large has a radius of 11.5 inches. So for this type of problem, we need to use our formulas. So we learned yesterday that it was circumference equals 2 times pi times the radius, or you could use pi times the diameter. So if it gives me a diameter of 14 inches, then I'm going to go ahead and use this one. So I'm going to do 3.14 times my diameter, which is 14. So when I type that into my calculator, I get 43.96 inches. A large has a diameter, okay, so I'm going to use the diameter formula, 3.14 times the diameter, which was 16. 3.14 times 16, and I get an answer of 50.24 inches. Now this one gives me a radius, so I'm going to use this top one, 2 times pi times r. So I'm going to do 2 times 3.14 times my radius, which is 11.5. 2 times 0.14 times 11.5 gives me an answer of 72.22 inches. And there you go. So Chuck Norris facts, there you go. As far as information goes, some people have been asking when the grades are coming. We're hoping that the grades get printed by the end of the week and that we can start putting in grades for this new trimester. So hopefully by Monday we'll have all of that worked out. Those people that want to make corrections to their inequalities feedback, you are still welcome to do so because it goes on this trimester's grade. So you have this trimester to make those corrections. So we've done the self-start. We are going to be solving for and using circumference for practice. So what I mean by that is we're going to use these 2 formulas to find circumference for this. So I have a radius of 11 miles. So I'm going to use the formula 2 times 3.14 times my radius, which is 11. So I'm going to do 2 times 3.14 times 11, and I get an answer of 69.08. There you go. For this one, I have a diameter, so I'm going to use the diameter formula, which is 3.14 times the diameter, which is 22. So 3.14 times 22 gives me an answer, just like the last one, of 69.08. And the reason that is because a radius is 11. To go from a radius to a diameter, you times it by 2. So 11 times 2 gives me 22. So that's why our answers are the same for those 2 problems. So we're going to start applying those to some more real-life problems. The world's largest industrial tire used for mining has a radius of 7 feet. So a radius means that it goes from the center to one of the sides. And that's going to be 7 feet. So what's the circumference? So I'm going to use the formula 2 times pi times r times radius. I'm going to do 2 times 3.14 times my radius, which is 7. I'm going to type this into my calculator, and I get an answer of 43.96 feet. So that means this tire all the way around, this whole thing right here, that measures 43.96 feet. That's a big tire, especially when you compare it to some of these people. So, how about the Earth? Let's get into some really big numbers. So the diameter of the Earth has a measurement of 7,917.5 miles. So that means the diameter is right here. So I'm going to use the formula of pi times the diameter. I'm going to use 3.14 times 7917.5. So I'm going to type this into my calculator. And I get an answer of 24,860.95 miles. So that means if I were to go all the way around the world on the equator or on the diameter, I would travel 24,860.95 miles. That's a big Earl. But what if they give you the circumference and they want you to find the diameter? Well, this is a little bit different. So we have to remember to go from radius to diameter, we have to do radius times 2. And that gives us our diameter. To go from diameter to circumference, we have to do diameter times 3.14. That gives us our circumference. Well, to go backwards, we have to do our circumference divided by 3.14. And that gives us our diameter. So basically, the steps that we take to go forward, we're going to do the opposite to go backwards. So instead of multiplying by 3.14, we're going to divide it by 3.14. So in this case, we're going to do 50.24 divided by 3.14. And I get an answer of 16. So my diameter would be this right here, is 16. So now what if it wants us to find the radius? Well, we have to do radius times 2 to get the diameter. We have to do the diameter times 3.14 to get the circumference. So to go backwards, we're going to do the circumference divided by 3.14. That gives us our diameter. And to go from diameter to radius, we have to do the diameter divided by 2. So to solve this, we're going to have to do 75.36. We're going to divide it by 3.14. 75.36 divided by 3.14 gives me an answer of 24. So that's my diameter. So now, to find the radius, we have to do 24 divided by 2, which is 12. So then my radius is going to be 12. So all we're doing is instead of multiplying to get to these steps, we're dividing to get to those steps. A plumber is piping a bathroom in a new house. He has a pipe with a circumference of 14.13 inches. What's the diameter? So again, remember, we have to go backwards now. So we're going to have to do circumference divided by 3.14. So that's going to be 14.13 divided by 3.14. Let me type this into my calculator. 13.13 divided by 3.14, and I get an answer of 4.5. So that 4.5, remember, is my diameter, and that's exactly what it's asking for. So it's 4.5 inches. How about this one, the Roman Colosseum? The circumference of the Roman Colosseum measures 370.52 meters around. What's the radius? Okay, well, I need to do my circumference divided by my 3.14. So I'm going to do 370.52 divided by 3.14. I'm going to type this into my calculator. I get an answer of 118. So that's my diameter, but I'm looking for a radius. So now I have to do the diameter divided by 2 to get an answer of 59. So the radius, which is the center to a side, is going to be 59 meters. And there you go. So if you have any questions, contact your teacher, email, message to Canvas. Otherwise, have a great day, and we'll hopefully see you back soon.